Ayo, what is up? Hope you guys have been having a great week. So earlier in the week, in my last video, I brought you guys an in-depth Traptrix guide, and I told you guys that this is a deck that is a sleeper rogue deck and has potential to compete against the meta. Now, I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who just turns on the caps lock and goes, yo, best deck ever, broken one card combo beats meta. And it's just summon Jet Synchron and make the same board any other deck can make. So, I'm here to show you guys myself. Also, this week we topped a huge PPG weekly event earning our Players Championship invite. There's going to be a video on that too, so before we start with this one, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Alright, let's get on with the replay. Okay, so we did end up losing rock, paper, scissors, which is very unfortunate considering the rock deck does want to go first. And looking at his opening hand, this guy opened incredible. He has Petting Cessor, Analyzer, Block Dragon, the Tenyi, and Seeker. And then in our opening hand, we have Brigandine, Scythe, Sanctum, Myrmelio, and Infinite Impermanence. Now, Impermanence is a really good card against this deck because something like Guardian doesn't really interfere with it as much, but he just opens so well that honestly it doesn't even matter. So he's going to start off by special summoning the Tenyi. Next he's going to special summon Petting Cessor, followed by normal summoning Analyzer. Oh boy. So Analyzer effect activates. And whoa, what do you know? Guardian. Oh, if they don't open it for their normal summon, they always mill it off the Analyzer. Nice. So yeah. Next, our opponent is going to make Gallant Granite. Honestly, I know dropping the Infinite here doesn't really do much because either way, he's just going to go into Halki Fibrax after. But honestly, I want to stop him from getting the Block Dragon if I could. I didn't know he had it in hand, obviously. So he makes the Halki Fibrax. He gets the O-Line, special summons it. And here comes the Link Ross shenanigans. So he gets his 2 tokens, goes into Metal Marcher, brings back the Analyzer, goes into Arclight, and trust me, I already know I'm doomed at this point. Next, he summons the Block Dragon, and you know what? I say F it. We have definitely lost that game. So, we finished siding, and now we opt to go first, and this is what this deck wants to do. So, for the opening hands, we have Mantis, Sanctum, Torrential, Myrmelio, and Bottomless Trap Hole. This is really good. Now, unfortunately, we didn't open something like a Judgment, so we can't really play around evenly matched. But yo, you know what? Sometimes you just have to YOLO it. Our opponent opens Seeker, Guardian, Reborn, Tenyi, and Weeping Idol. So we're going to start off our turn by summoning Myrmelio because we want to get as much interruption as possible just in case our Sanctum or Torrential aren't enough. So we get ourselves Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Next, we go into Sarah. We set 4 and we pass our turn. Now, no, the other reason this is very good, the reason I wanted to get Gravediggers is because I already have Bottomless. So in case these 2 aren't enough, I'm hoping Bottomless is enough. And in that case, in case he does have an interruption for me trying to end the game next turn, I have Gravediggers to interrupt it just to ensure I do get the game-winning OTK. So, our opponent is going to start off by summoning the Tenyi Spirit. Then he's going to normal summon the Seeker, activate Seeker effect, and oh, what do you know, Guardian? Always, dude, always, always, always. So in chat, I write stupid deck just to play it off like I don't really have anything serious to interrupt him. And then I flip Torrential because honestly, I didn't want him to go into Halki. I didn't want him to get O-Line. I didn't want him to get the token. I just wanted to stop him as soon as possible. So next, we're going to be activating Sarah's effect. Sarah's going to summon Myrmelio. As I taught you guys in my guide, Myrmelio's effect is mandatory, so it does not matter if my opponent doesn't have any spells or traps. So Myrmelio activates, then Sarah's effect activates again, and now we get another Trap Hole, which is Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. So, our opponent activates Monster Reborn, which is a really good extender for him. He brings out Weeping Idol, and damn, okay. Well, it looks like he had place to follow, but doesn't matter because we have Sanctum. And even if he did have an interruption for it, we have Gravediggers. So, honestly, it didn't matter. Our opponent knew he was doomed, and he scoops it up. Now it's time for that all-important Game 3, as Lithium likes to say. So, our opponent obviously opts to go first. The opening hands are, for my opponent, O-Line, Cosmic Cyclone, Doki Doki, Midbreaker Field, and I was gonna say statue, but guardian, and what do you know? They always open it. And if they don't open it, they excavate it. So, for our opening hand, we have Mystic Mine, Bottomless, Traptrix, Trap Hole, Nightmare, Myrmelio, and Sanctum. Honestly, not the best going second hand. But yo, let's see what happens. So, our opponent's going to activate Midbreaker Field, the one of, nice. He's going to normal summon the Doki Doki, sending the Guardian, special summoning the Analyzer, and boom, activating Analyzer's effect. And what's this? He whiffed? No way. Alright, well, to be fair, for the first for the first 2 games, our opponent will open absolutely nuts. So it's about time they whiffed. Next, our opponent summons Raptite. Do they miss a second time? No, we're not that lucky. Alright, so fortunately for us, our opponent can't really do anything else here. So, we proceed to draw. So, we draw into Diania for turn. We can't utilize her right now, but she does ensure that we have follow-up for the next turn. So, to start off our turn, we are going to normal summon Myrmelio, use Myrmelio's effect to dig for Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and this ensures that just in case our opponent does have any follow-up on their next turn, we can interrupt it. So, we are going to do the normal Traptrix plays, which is going to Sarah, and then we are going to proceed to set 4, and we are going to pass our turn. Our opponent in the end phase is going to activate Cosmic Cyclone, and as long as they don't hit our Sanctum, we're absolutely golden here. So they end up hitting Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and we don't care. Standby phase, we're launching Sanctum, and we're getting out Scythe, and this ensures that our opponent just cannot play the game this turn. So we're going to activate Scythe's effect as Chainlink 1 because it's mandatory trigger on summon. Next, we're going to Chainlink to Sarah. So, Sarah is going to bring out Myrmelio. Myrmelio is going to target the Midbreaker Field to pop it. And now, since a Traptrix monster's effect was activated, we're going to use Sarah's effect to set another trap in Bottomless Trap Hole. Now, our opponent is going to activate Raptite's effect. So, I misplayed a little bit here because I didn't really read Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare properly, and this was the game that I realized that this card sucks, because this card says when a monster that was special summoned this turn, which means you can only negate the effect of a monster that was summoned this very turn and not just any special summon monster. So I could not activate Nightmare, so I just revealed that card for no reason. And dude, after this game, I completely cut this card out of his deck because this card just sucks, okay? It's not good. You are way better off playing the other Trap Hole cards like Floodgate, Gravediggers, and Bottomless. But yo, you know what? It's okay because this is a learning experience. We learned that this card is bad, we made changes to our deck, and we got a little bit better, so it's fine. So, our opponent's going to Excavate 5 for Raptite. He's going to get another copy of Crusader, but yo, we do not care because we have Scythe. Our opponent can't go into Exceed's plays. He cannot go into Link plays. What is he gonna do? Switch his monsters to attack and run us over, I guess. Cool. Crusader runs over Sarah. Don't care. The other Crusader runs over Myrmelio. Do not care. So, our opponent's just gonna proceed to pass because they can't do anything else for their turn. We're going to draw into Impermanence. Doesn't really matter. We don't need it here. We're going to activate Mystic Mine just in case, since we don't have Gravedigger set anymore. We're going to make sure our opponent has no hand traps in their hand that they can use. We're going to summon Diania, use her effect, special summon the Myrmelio, and then from here, we're going to go into our boy Utopia Double. Next, we're going to go into the battle phase, activate Utopia Double's effect, getting our copy of Double or Nothing, and yo, Utopia summon, and boom! That is game. We would have had a 10,000 attack Utopia, absolutely smashing those rocks for game. And yo, this is why I tell you guys, you cannot play this deck without Utopia Double. You need this card to close out your games as quickly as possible. So, that wraps up the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more content from me, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, but most importantly, make sure you subscribe. This is Bear, signing off. Peace, guys.